Masters table. Masters table.
Master elements.
Masters table. Masters table.
Racism, white supremacy is a dynamic system for the ultimate purpose of white genetic survival on the planet. White supremacy.
You are in an evil system, a system that is designed deliberately to produce evil thoughts, to produce animosity, to produce violence.
Introduction to African civilizations and man-garden civilization.
Masters table. Masters table.
Master elements.
Masters table. Masters table.
Master elements.
We dedicate lives to the study of history.
They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation.
The right way is clearly distinct from error.
Racism is a competitive relationship between groups of people who are competing for the ownership and control of resources, wealth, and power.
Masters table.
And those Africans have to be organized to fight for their liberation.
GW Apparel, a clothing that speaks. Something for the kings, something for the queens. Visit uptsites.com and use promo code SLDG22 and receive 11% off your order. Peace.
I am a critical thinker, here to bless you with lyrical tinctures. I am the black dot, the point of reference, the metaphysical link to the Moors, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas. I am here to remove the blind spots and clear the view of your spiritual blinker. I am something out of nothing. I am the alchemical bringer of change. My name will continue to linger. I am legend. If consciousness was a game, I would be considered a ringer. I am because we are.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.
Peace, family. What's good? Excuse me. Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love, the Godcast. I am the God, Sincere Love, here in the digital building with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. What's going on?
What's good? Happy Sunday to everybody.
Yes, indeed. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all coming up in here. And as you climb in the room, make sure that you hit that like button. When you hit the like button, that helps to boost our video into the algorithm on YouTube. And it also helps to make sure that the people who are subscribed to this channel do get the notifications whenever we go live. So also we need you to share this out on your social media platforms. Let everybody know that we are live right now. Even if you just copy the link, it still sends the same message to the YouTube algorithm. So even if you feel like you ain't got nobody to share the link with, nobody ain't following you on social media or whatever the case may be, just click the copy link button. It still sends the same message to the YouTube algorithm, even if you don't send it to anyone. But we would like for you to share it though, if you would do so. Also, need everybody to subscribe to us on YouTube at Godcast Enterprises. Some of y'all might be tuning in from Twitter, well, X, formerly known as Twitter. Some of y'all might be checking us out on Sincere Love the God YouTube channel. Shout out to y'all. Definitely want y'all to head on over to Godcast Enterprises and hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you can be reminded whenever we go live with all Godcast Enterprises business. And speaking of business, we also do a series called the Black Business Showcase. I know we have a lot of new subscribers, so we got to update y'all and let y'all know what's going on. On Wednesday evenings, we have our Black Business Showcase where we interview entrepreneurs and Black business owners and chop up some good game about business. So if you are an entrepreneur or business owner and you would like to have your stuff showcased on our platform, please hit us up. Slide in the DM, my DM, or Nicely Girls DM, or you can send us an email at godcastenterprises@gmail.com. Let us know what you got going on, and we can see what we could do about getting you on the schedule for the Black Business Showcase.
Yes, and shout out to Eric the Artist. He is Eric the Artist 1964 on IG, and he will be on the Black Business Showcase this month. So he listened and he reached out. So yeah, he will be on the Black Business Showcase this month. So shout out to him for reaching out and getting his spot locked in.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to Breeze Omega in the building, always here showing support. Appreciate you, King. Shout out to our sister Crown 808 in the building.
Hey.
Happy Sunday to everybody as y'all coming on up in here. Welcome to the Godcast. Today we're going to be talking about the Trump convictions, 34 felony convictions on Donald Trump. And the question is, will he still go back to the White House or will he be going to the big house? What y'all let us know in the chat. That's going to be the main topic today, but we got a lot of other stuff that we're going to get into as well. But before we do that, any more announcements besides reminding everybody that they need to go to godcastbooks.com and order volume 1 of 7 is Super Hey Roo, 7's Big Move. Y'all got to go get that, godcastbooks.com.
And know that volume 2 is being worked on. We already got the illustrations going. They look dope. I think y'all gonna like this one better than the first. I ain't gonna even lie, because I kind of do. I don't know if it's me, but I kind of do. I just felt like it went up like 10 notches for me with the illustration. So I think you guys are definitely gonna love that. But make sure you definitely cop volume 1 right now. If you already have it, get it for your niece or your nephew. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of the school year. You can gift someone, one of your kids, ex-classmates, a book, do something like that. But definitely go to godcastbooks.com, order volume 1, and volume 2 and 3 are on the way.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. We took our time. We took our time. Put something nice together for the kids, man. Kids gonna love it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's it as far as announcements, right?
That is it for the announcement. I mean, you can of course get your pick me tee, and you're not like us tees, which links in my bio. You can get yours. I'm wearing the Vanguard tee. It's actually a crop top. They come in multiple colors. So yeah, support the pick me's out here. We do exist.
Yeah, indeed. I was listening to Rhapsody's new album. Shout out to Rhapsody. She dropped the heater. Her new album,
I haven't checked it out.
Her new album is fire, and she had a bar on there where she said something about that. She was like, "Yeah, they try to call me a pick me or something." I don't remember the lyrics.
I'm gonna send her a shirt.
Yeah. She was representing on that album. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the music is fire. She lyrically nice. I think everybody know that who know about Rhapsody. But the themes on the album, some of the content in the album, I rocked with it hard. I was pleasantly, I don't want to say surprised, because I ain't know her to be on no feminist stuff or nothing like that.
Right.
You just never know with these mainstream artists, you know what I'm saying, when they sign to these majors, and a lot of times they're being told, what the narrative is supposed to be, what they can and cannot say, and all of that. But I was kind of surprised she was dropping some real stuff all throughout the album. Not going to agree with everything 100%, but I felt like she was coming from a real place with the stuff that she put out there, and I could respect that. That.
I'm definitely going to check it out.
Yes, indeed. So what we're going to do, we're going to get right into the main topic, or you want to touch on some other stuff first? How you want to do today?
Maybe because once we hit the main topic, it's not not a lot. So I guess we can hit some of the other topics first before
Yeah, I
we
mean, there
jump
was a
into
lot
the
of stuff
main.
that we didn't get to talk about last week. We spent most of the broadcast talking about the microphone check movie, and then
Right.
again, we had got the surprise pop up by Dr. Cologne. So that basically turned into the whole broadcast. So we had a lot of stories. Well, not a lot, but we had a few stories from last week that we didn't get a chance to really talk about. We talked about the Caitlin Clark situation a little bit, but we didn't really get to go into it. So you want to start with that one?
Yeah, let's get talk about her ass because I just feel like she was expected to be the WNBA's new it girl, and not that she's a bad basketball player. And I think a lot of times people think because you give her constructive criticism or any criticism that you just don't like her, and it has nothing to do about her specifically. It's just about she's technically not as dope as they wanted her to be now that she's playing in the big leagues. Now you're up there with the big girls. Stop crying. Stop
Yeah,
whining. Stop crying. Put your lace up them bootstraps and get in the game and do what you got to do.
yeah. Right. She's a good ball player or whatever, but white supremacy is always looking for a great white hope to hitch their
Yes.
wagon to, when it comes to sports and athletics and all that. They always looking for a great white hope to hitch their wagon to. And they thought they had one with Caitlin Clark because she did real well in her college career. She broke a lot of records and all of that. But now that she's in
No
the
championships.
yeah, no championships though. She didn't win no champion.
No championships.
Ain't win the big dog. She got some individual accolades, but she wasn't able to take her team to the promised land. And it looks like it's not going to be no time soon before she's able to do that in the WNBA either. I think they just won their second game the other night against the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese's team. Shout out to Angel Reese. They won by like one. They won by 1 point.
So when
that 1 point, no, Caitlin Clark and them won. They won the game. That was their second win so far of the season. They've been losing. So, but that 1 point was caused really by that play that went viral where everybody's complaining about her getting roughed up on the court or whatever the case may be, right? Mm-hmm. So there was a play that she really instigated where she got pushed to the ground and the ref called the foul. I mean, they blew the whistle. They called the foul. I don't know why they complaining like she didn't get the call. She got the call. Like they wanted it to be a technical foul or a flagrant foul. They wanted the other girl to get kicked out the game or something. But the clip that really went viral, they just showed a part where Caitlin Clark gets pushed down. But if you watch the whole clip on the other end of the court, she started the confrontation with the other girl, and I forgot the other girl's name. I don't really watch the sport like that. But it was another sister from the Chicago Sky. There was like a little rough play on one side of the court where Caitlin Clark was getting kind of rough with the girl, and she turned around and was talking mad smack to her. So on the next play down the court, the girl got rough back with her. You know what I'm saying? She put some body on her. She a big body girl. She put some body on her. Caitlin Clark went to the ground. It was a regular basketball play. People get fouled all the time. The ref called the call. She shot a free throw and made it. And that was the 1 point that they won.
That was the 1 point that they needed. And the other girl's name is Shinity Carter. Shinity Carter.
Like that.
It's Chenedy. Shinity Carter.
Okay.
Yeah, Shinity Carter.
I don't think
we be having them names.
Well, do we got the video? Let me see. Do we got the video in here of that play?
Well,
I know where to find it real quick.
Timeline, really quick. I can put it on there because Dewan broke it down too yesterday because he was like, "Yo, shout out to Dewan." He made it a point, to show, what happened prior to, her basically instigating what she got in the end and couldn't take it. So I just put that in the materials, by the way.
Yeah, I got it. Let me see if I could share this without. Hold on. I got some other stuff open in the background. Hold on. Let me close some of this stuff. Oh, yeah. Let me close some of this. Okay. Boom. Close this one, too.
And while you are doing that, so while he's preparing that video to come up, the Indiana Fever's GM claims that Caitlin Clark is being targeted on the court, and that needs to stop. She's being targeted, y'all.
Yeah,
If they
I
don't
mean,
stop. If they don't stop.
Ridiculous.
She says that there's a difference between tough defense and unnecessary targeting actions. You're the number one draft pick. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You who's gonna go after, you know, who when you're in a competitive sport of any kind, aren't you trying to get the big dog? I'm trying to take down the big dog, right? At least that's what I would try to do if I was in any type of competitive sport. So she's the number one draft pick for the WNBA. Yeah, in a way you are the target because you are the big dog. Yeah, we coming for you. We coming for the title.
And look, she, you know, you playing against grown women now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not playing against college kids anymore. You in the big leagues now. These are grown women. They've been doing this their whole life. They professionals. You know what I'm saying? They do this. They do this.
Right.
And you know, basketball is a semi-contact sport. You know what I'm saying? It gets rough sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It got soft over the years in the NBA and all of that. But still, you know what I'm saying? You got to expect some type of contact. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, the ref blew the whistle. Again, the ref did blow the whistle. It's not like she didn't get the call. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a foul. It was a foul, and she got the foul call. But let me play the whole sequence so people could get the context of why she got pushed to the ground like that. It wasn't just out of nowhere, just because you Caitlin Clark, people just pushing you around. Nah. We playing ball. Let me see.
You get a foul from Caitlin Clark. She hits the woman in the back of the head. Okay,
right
turns around and talks shit.
Right, you see that.
She's talking shit back down the court. All right, cool. It's all good. Caitlin Clark, up there, number 22, watch top of the screen, gets beat backdoor, pushes, goes out, loses her on defense, loses her woman on defense, gets beat, gives up the bucket, and then now the reaction.
Right.
Look at the reaction.
Is, will they call it
tough hit,
necessary?
tough foul,
Carter
and a flop.
And
y'all
Clark.
mad at this? She flopped. That's a flop. It's a nice tough push.
Which was called. The
But that's
is,
what happens when you talk shit, especially when you talk shit and get beat for a basket. Let's watch it again.
And shout out to Dwan B with the commentary.
right.
The play-by-play commentary.
Right there doesn't get called. Turns around, talk shit. That's a rule in life. You don't, if you talk shit, get ready for the pushback. See, this is what happens. Y'all went right to judging this woman. Got fouled again. She got hit twice. Caitlin Clark hit her twice, pushed her, got beat defensively, gives up the bucket, and that's what happens. Get over it.
Right.
It is what it is.
But she's
man.
targeted. But she's being targeted.
But ever since she got drafted, and even before the draft, really, but definitely ever since she got drafted, the media has just been heavily on code when it comes to her. They trying to make her out to be more than what she is. They trying to give her all of the credit for the excitement around women's basketball now, for the reason why fans are showing up in large numbers, why these stadiums are getting sold out. They're getting more TV time and stuff like that. They're trying to give her the sole credit for all of that, when in reality, it was the only reason we started talking about Caitlin Clark was based on the rivalry that she had with Angel Reese in the college championship game that she lost.
Right.
She lost. But it was a rivalry between her and Angel Reese that the media, like they always do, especially in sports, made it to be they created the racial tension within that rivalry. Instead of just making it a friendly game of basketball, they created this racial tension, talking about the dirty debutantes versus America's sweetheart,
right?
Louisiana hot sauce. I forgot what they juxtaposed that one to, but they made Angel Reese and them. They said the Louisiana hot sauce, or do you want what was it, American pie or something like that? I forgot what it was that they were saying. But yeah, they created all the racial tension between them in order to get the clicks and the views and put more eyes on the women's basketball and all of that. That's what they did, and they know exactly what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? That's a tried and true thing that always works in sports. Sports is really based on a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's always been racial tension. There's always been racial animosity because when it comes to sports, that's the closest thing that we have to an even playing field, and we dominate every arena that we step into. You know what I'm saying? And so whenever they got any inkling of some type of great white hope, especially in a black sport like basketball, boxing, you know, football, anything like that, they're gonna go out there and put extras on it. And it's failing. It's failing because she's not following. She's not following through with the W's. She's not following through with the stats and all of that. Even, you know, she scored like 11 points in the win against the Sky. Okay, you got a little 11 points, nothing major. You know, where's all this hype that y'all was talking about though? The greatest female basketball player ever and all that. Where's all that? I want to see that. Steph Curry of women's basketball and all that.
What irks me is all these Negroes, you know, that's jumping to her defense over, you know, or just having, you know, commentary on the game, but trying to make us, you know, feel either sorry for her or make it like she is this great white hope. And I think about a week or so ago, y'all Uncle Luke, he posted this on Twitter, and I want to read it. He said, I said when this girl was in college, if the and he's talking about Caitlin Clark, by the way, if the WNBA and the players in it has sense, it would not be trying to take this young lady because of their jealousy. This is what he's saying. I'm sorry. So Uncle Luke, y'all Uncle Luke, he says, I said when this girl was in college, if the WNBA and the players in it has any sense, it would not be trying to take this young lady out because of their jealousy. This will actually be the time they finally get paid. Let this girl revolutionize the game. They all will get paid and won't have to be traveling overseas. Run her out the game. She's going to be the only money and retire early. That's what y'all Uncle Luke said. Let her revolutionize the game.
And it's a lot of Negroes pushing that narrative out here, caping for Caitlin Clark and talking about you know, trying to make it seem like the other sisters are jealous or whatever the case may be.
Of what, her buff neck? Yeah. That neck?
I don't understand. The pretty privilege that Sunny Hudson was talking about. I don't know what none of these people are talking about. It's all delusional.
They jealous of her Adam's apple? What? I posted something on Twitter, and it's kind of going crazy. And it was actually on Angel Reese's it was on her YouTube channel. And basically it was I guess them walking into the game, you know, pregame, you know, and she has her little, you know, mini dress on and showing some skin and her heels. And Caitlin had on her like a denim jumpsuit, but it was like halter or whatever. So I posted Bayou Barbie versus Ken, and it kind of went crazy on Twitter, but it was funny. It was funny to me.
Barbie versus Ken. Yeah, I mean, she, you know, she's like a young man. You know, she's like a young man.
That's and honestly, I'll say this. I feel like Angel and some of the other girls, but specifically Angel Reese, she is bringing femininity and a bit of sex appeal to the WNBA. I feel that way because when she walks up in there, she's letting you know that I'm all women. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm bringing some sexy up in here. I know y'all tired of seeing a bunch of, you know, stud looking, you know, women. Like when I get on the court, you know, I'm all about the game. But when I walk in here, I want y'all to see femininity. I want y'all to see sexy. I want y'all to see a woman. And I appreciate that because it has a lot of people interested in the game. And it could be the rivalry as well. But I feel like she is just bringing some sex appeal, much needed sex appeal to the game.
Definitely. And the optics is good for our young girls, our young women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who are into sports and athletics, want to play ball and all that, to, you know, understand that they can still be feminine, because especially in basketball, there's been a lot of pressure on girls to, you know, get acclimated to that alternative lifestyle. You know, you have plenty of WNBA players and other female basketball players who have complained about, you know, basically being discriminated against for being straight. You know
For
what I'm
being
saying?
straight, yes.
That goes on. That goes on.
Right.
And so that's a whole
And I
nother
posted
topic.
the photo. I posted the photo and the materials that I posted. Now look at the two. Look how, you know, gorgeous Angel Reese looks. Those long, pretty legs, you know, she just has her hair slicked back. She has her heels on. She's just slaying it effortlessly too. It's not like she's trying. You know what I'm saying? She just has it.
Oh, she be trying sometimes. She'll be trying sometimes. Oh, hey, here you go. I got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
She ain't even trying.
My bad, y'all.
Look at
There you
that.
go.
She looks like a model.
Bayou Barbie versus Ken. Y'all ain't
Like a
right.
model.
Y'all ain't right.
She looks like a model. I just like it. And, you know, and like she's not like, you know, she's definitely not ugly, an ugly girl at all. You know what I'm saying? She's not like drop dead, like gorgeous. Oh my God, but she is sexy, you know, and I'm nowhere near, you know, I don't swing that way, but she's definitely, you know, beautiful girl. And I like the energy that she's bringing to the game. I 1000% do. Bitches, put on some dresses. Hell, put some damn heels on. Wear some perfume. You know, pop
There's a
some
lot
lip
of them
gloss
doing it now. There's a lot of young female
because
players
of
putting that
Angel.
shit on now. And some of the coaches and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's becoming a thing, and I like it. I love it actually.
Yes.
But this area right here, this I don't know if y'all can see my cursor, but this area right here, I don't
Right here,
know.
that neck. It's giving
This
Bruce.
area is kind of these shoulders,
It's giving Bruce
neck,
Jenner.
that jawbone.
It's giving Bruce Jenner. And you know, they like to talk
I
about Caitlin Clark's family. You know, she comes from, you know, who's her uncle? Is it Bird or somebody?
No, I don't think that was true. I think that was some internet shit.
Okay.
That she's Larry Bird.
Okay,
I don't
so I'm
know.
like,
I ain't sure. I ain't sure,
because
but I did
Angel
hear
Reese,
something like that.
yeah, all the time. I'm like, oh, so maybe this is why they're pushing her because of who she's related to. That's where I was kind of going with it. But also, Angel Reese's parents, you know, both play basketball, not on a professional. Comes from, you know, really tall mom, dad. They both balled out. And her brother also is still in college playing basketball. So she comes from an athletic family. Why don't they talk about her family?
Yeah, they trying not to talk about her at all if they don't have to.
Right.
Everything that all the opportunities that she got, she created. She getting it out the mud. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because she was savvy enough to utilize social media to really raise her profile. Because Angel Reese is not like a top player either. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a good basketball player too, but she's not like the best of the best either. She's good. She's solid. But she was able to utilize social media and her personality and her swag and all of that to raise her profile and create opportunities for herself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And she just recently bought I don't know if she bought the whole team, but she just invested in a female soccer team. So,
yes,
you know, she's, you know, her entrepreneurial, you know,
and she turned down, you know, Caitlin got a monumental Nike deal. I think like 28 million deal. They're supposed to be developing a signature shoe for Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese actually turned Nike down and went with Reebok. You know, she said, you know, she liked the options that she had with Reebok more. She had more control over, you know, what the shoe was going to look like, and I think they gave her equity in the company, because you got Shaq and AI in executive positions over there, so they sat her down and made her a more equitable deal from what she's saying. So, you know, Nike is the bigger brand. You know, obviously most people are going to go with Nike, but that shows that she's looking at the business side of it, and not just, you know, the clout part. You know what I mean? She's like, what's in it for me? What am I going to get out this situation?
Right.
You know what I mean?
She looking at the long money, not that short term money or that quick money.
Right.
All right. So, what did you have you guys seen? I thought this was interesting, and the reason why I felt like it was interesting, and we're going to be talking about Bobby Smurda right now, is because once he got released from jail, I felt like he was doing some questionable, moist like things, um, on social media. But someone asked, why music recently, and he says, "Stop asking me to drop music, American DSP. Don't allow real bod man, I don't know what that meant, on playlists because I don't paint my fingers, so it's pointless. So until something is done with the people who own, runs, and manages these platforms." So basically he's saying, if I ain't paint my nails, wearing a dress, and all this stuff, y'all ain't getting no music because that's what they want me to do, and I'm refusing. That's how I interpreted that. How did y'all interpret that?
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, it was he basically he said it. It wasn't no, ain't no other way to interpret it. He took a picture of, he got a picture of his grimy looking nails up there, and he said, I ain't doing all that. I mean, but y'all let me know in the chat me or Nicey Girl, because Nicey Girl sound like she breaking up to me, but y'all ain't saying nothing in the chat, so I'm assuming she's fine on y'all end. So y'all let me know.
Let me see how it looks. Let me go on my iPad.
But yeah, he said he not with all that. He not with all that. Probably,
that was surprising for me.
There's probably more to it than that.
Right.
Right. But let's talk about this this clip from Nick Cannon. I think Nick Cannon was on 19 Keys show.
19 Keys. Mm-hmm.
Was it 19?
It was 19 Keys. It was 19 Keys. Yeah.
Hold on. I think he was on 19 Keys. Oh, I think it's me. Okay, they saying they hear clearly. Yeah, I think it's something going on my end. Man. I don't know what's up with this, man. I don't like when the stuff be glitching up and all of that, man. I want it to go smooth.
But it don't sound like it. Maybe it sounds like it on your end, but it doesn't on mine. You're not glitching.
They saying it's clear in the chat, so I'm gonna keep going. They're saying it's clear in the chat. But Nick Cannon was on, I think this is 19 Keys joint. Mm-hmm. And he said we gotta stop blaming the white man for everything. So let's hear from Nick Cannon.
Strip yourself of those ideas of like blaming the white man for
fair use, by the way, fair use.
Everything. We're gonna ascend even greater because there's this imaginary cloak of oppression that is over every situation that we have. And I would love for us to remove that. And it's like I said, we've been programmed to not walk in our regalness in this country. But
y'all think that's true?
I don't.
Do y'all think it's true? Do y'all think we've been programmed to not walk in our regalness, and there's an imaginary cloak of oppression that surrounds everything that we do? Are we imagining this? Because look, the thing is this, man. Because we talk about white supremacy and we point out the problem that exists, because white supremacy is a problem just for society overall. It's a problem for the planet. It's not just a problem for black people. White supremacy shouldn't exist. White supremacy is causing a decline in humanity, period. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about white supremacy, it's not that we are just complaining and saying we can't do nothing because of white supremacy and we just sitting around complaining and waiting for the white man to stop oppressing us so that we could be somebody. That's not what's going on. We still out here making it do what it do. We still out here with our back straight, making it do what it do. We still out here walking in our regalness, but we're not going to ignore this evil system that does exist. It's not in our imagination.
Right.
And Nick, out of all people, you should know this. It wasn't too long ago where you got your chain yanked. You just got your chain yanked by this imaginary cloak, this imaginary thing that we're just imagining that wouldn't allow you to say what you really felt on your platform, wouldn't allow you to bring the guests that you wanted to bring on and talk about what you wanted to talk about. They had to yank your chain and put you in your place.
Right.
But we imagining that.
I'm glad that you brought that up because on the actual post that 19 Keys shared, it says, "Stop blaming the white man for everything," Nick Cannon. And this is it's a reel. And so our brother King Cam, who will be on the Black Business, I'm just waiting for his schedule. Anyway, he said, "I could believe it coming from Nick Cannon, except I was around when he tried to stand on business with Professor Griff, and then white boys came and made him apologize about it. Sorry, Nick. Just saying." That's just basically what you said.
Right.
You know,
they was about to take everything from you. They was about to snatch the whole rug from up under you. So we imagined that. That was our imagination. You know what I'm saying? It's a real thing. And again, when we talk about it, that's not us sitting around being downtrodden and not doing anything for ourselves.
Right.
That's not what we do. Many of us are out here, you know, progressing, being progressive. Many of us are. You know what I'm saying? Considering the circumstances and everything that we've been through, we should all be messed up in the game out here, but we're not. We still out here shining. We still out here walking in our regalness, but that does not mean we're going to ignore this blatant problem that is real. It's not part of our imagination. That's a real thing.
And if it wasn't a real problem, if no problem, then why don't we? If it was white supremacy wasn't a real problem, then we would have more millionaires and billionaires within Black society too. But see, they put a cap, you know, on how many we technically can have, and they always name the same ones. And unfortunately, Diddy is getting off the list because you see, white supremacy has come to claim and yet another one, you know, that a lot of Black people have looked up to. You know what I'm saying? So how many more are they going to come claim? We should have way more millionaires and billionaires within Black society, considering everything that we have created and continue to create.
Right. And
you're
Nick
on
Cannon,
mute.
you know, I like Nick Cannon. Everybody knows I like Nick Cannon. I'm not muted. Mic check, mic check.
Now you're fine.
Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me now?
You were for a second. Now you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I was saying,
thumbs up.
You know, I like Nick Cannon, you know what I'm saying? But I don't understand where you're coming from with this, brother, because are we just imagining the racial wealth gap? Is that our imagination? Or is that a real thing? Or is it a real thing, but it's our fault that it exists because we just sitting around blaming the white man instead of doing something about it? Is that the case? Did we cause the racial wealth gap by just not taking responsibility and, you know, not pulling ourselves up by the bootstraps? Or was it a systematic thing that was created?
Did we bomb Black Wall Street?
Right.
Did we bomb Black Wall Street, or did the government and white supremacy do it? And I'm not talking about just Tulsa, as we know there were hundreds, right? So did we do that to ourselves, or was it white supremacy?
Yeah. Did we create redlining?
Right.
Convict leasing, mass incarceration, or did we imagine all this
goes
stuff?
On. Right.
You know, crack epidemic and all of that. Was that part of our imagination? I'm not understanding. COINTELPRO. Did we imagine all of this stuff? I don't know what you're talking about,
Nick. It's sad to me, you know, when they, you know, say things like that because they made it. And it's that whole thing, well, we made it. I pulled myself up by the bootstraps, so why can't you other Negroes? And let's be clear, Nick has helped a lot of Black people come up. You know, we'll never take that from him. But How many
That's why I
more are they
like
gonna
Nick
allow you
Cannon.
to bring up? More they gonna let you bring up and bring up there. And just what happened to you over the last couple years, that right now should never come out your mouth ever.
And it was fortunate for Nick Cannon that some of the people that he helped was actually some real ones, because
Some
they tried to
talented ones
get
too.
they tried to get DC Young Fly to replace Nick Cannon. If y'all remember, when Nick Cannon was going through the stuff that he was going through, they offered his spot to DC Young Fly, and DC was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that. That's my man." Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for him. You know what I'm saying? DC Young Fly stood on business. You know what I'm saying? So you was fortunate enough to have some real ones around you, you know what I'm saying, that you brought up. So I mean, don't get brand new now, bro. Don't get brand new. Keep it a bean.
Unfortunately, a lot of them get brand new. They get brand new because I made it. What's wrong with you niggas? You know, remember, what was that, 2 years ago or something like that? But anyway, what's his name? Kevin Hart had that special that he had on Netflix, and it was a lot of reviews going on it. Like, nobody was really feeling it. It was one I think he did at his house because it was during the pandemic. He filmed it at his house. It just kind of sucked. It wasn't super funny, and I remember kind of talking about it on his platform, and he kind of reached out
Kevin
to
Hart,
him,
you
and he
talking
was
about?
like, yeah, Kevin Hart. He was like, yeah, black man or power to the people. Like, he said something like that was supposed to be kind of shaded at Tariq, but then he ended it with like, and black power, power to the people or something, as if that was supposed to be like a negative or whatever. That is the mindset, I think, of a lot of these people that quote unquote made it, you know, to the top, as it pertains to how they see us who are not on their financial, you know, tax bracket or famous.
You know, I gotta stop sharing because this thing, I don't know what's up with StreamYard. Y'all got to get this thing together, man. Like, I can't use the features because every time I try to share the screen with the family, my stuff starts glitching up and all of that, man.
And it's a beeping sound, like when I can
Carlton
tell
Way?
when you're trying to share it, it goes like I hear like that in my ear when you're trying to do something.
Yeah, I'm just not going to share nothing, man. We could just talk about the stories, but I'm not going to pull nothing up and try to share it because I hate when the thing be glitching up, because sometimes we be chopping up some good game and the thing starts glitching up, and that might be the part I want to edit and repurpose and all of that, and I can't even use it because it's all glitchy. It gets on my nerves.
All right.
Sorry about that. Bear with us.
I'm gonna talk about this article that's on it's on foxnews.com. It was published on May 30th, so just a couple days ago. Anywho, a Brazilian fugitive involved in massacre of 11 people lied on U.S. asylum application, prosecutors say. So this fool made it all the way. This fugitive, one quote unquote asylum seeker, which we know that they're all not asylum seekers. Let's be very, very clear. These are invaders. Anywho, a former military police officer convicted in Brazil of multiple murders for his part in a 2015 massacre was indicted in Boston on Wednesday for allegedly using fraudulently obtained visas to enter the U.S., then lying on his asylum application, the U.S. Attorney's Office District of Massachusetts announced. Antonio Jose de Abu Vidal Filho, he's 30. Never disclosed to immigration authorities his involvement in the murders of 11 people, mostly teenagers, in Brazil in an incident known as the slaughter of Cario, or the Cario massacre. The incident was named after the neighborhood in the Brazilian city of Fortaleza, where they occurred. You guys can read more on foxnews.com, but you know, again, all these people are not asylum seekers, and this is stuff that, you know, we as foundational Black Americans have been screaming from the mountain. Everybody is not an asylum seeker.
Look, man, y'all not vetting nobody. Y'all stop the cap. Y'all not vetting nobody that's over here. These Biden's migrants. They got a green light. They got a green light Ain't no vetting going on, man. Stop trying to act like y'all doing some type of vetting. Imagine how many of these terrorists are over here right now.
Man, crime out here in LA has
Thousands
skyrocketed
of people, tens of thousands of people crossing the border daily.
every day.
Daily. These people are coming from all different places. They're not just coming from Mexico. They're coming through Mexico, but they're not just coming from Mexico. These people coming from all over the world to come through that border because they got the green light from the Biden administration. Imagine how many terrorists we have on this soil right now.
Right now, we're vulnerable. We are all vulnerable. America is vulnerable right now because of this.
And speaking of vulnerable, shout out to the people down here in Atlanta. We're dealing with a water crisis right now.
Man, that's crazy. I heard about that.
In the city are without water. It's not affecting the area where I'm at. We cool over here, but it's a big water outage in Atlanta right now. A lot of people are going through it, man. You got that story? Because I can't pull nothing up on.
Yeah, I do. And this is also on 11alive.com. And so this was actually published today, you guys. So it says several Fulton County Board of Health facilities to remain closed Monday due to water service disruption. So in Atlanta, thousands across Atlanta are still dealing with the impact of several key water main breaks that led to a boil water adversary for much of the city. Crews are working around the clock to help get water service back up and running. Details map of neighborhoods and streets are affected by clicking here. So if you guys live in Atlanta, you guys can go on to this website and find out what areas are impacted. You may already be in an area that's impacted, but on Saturday night, Atlanta Mayor and why do I get pop-ups all of a sudden? They weren't doing that before. Andre Dickens declared the city is under a state of emergency following several major water main breaks that began on Friday morning. The City of Atlanta Watershed Management expanded the boil adversary to include a larger portion of the city. It states that all residents who have experienced water outages and low water pressure should boil their water, basically. Boil your water, y'all.
Yeah.
Boil your water.
Then, this is going to affect businesses, restaurants and stuff like that are going to have to shut down. You know what I mean? Residential areas are affected. I don't know how long they're going to take to fix this. I'm interested to see that because this is a big thing. These are main water lines that have been compromised. And usually when stuff happens like this in Atlanta, it's slow, man. I feel like the infrastructure down here is not the greatest. I remember there was a bridge that some homeless person had set a fire under the bridge or whatever the case may be, and the bridge got broken or burned down or whatever. It took a long time to fix that. And it's not too many routes you could take when people that have to commute, you know what I'm saying, into the city and out of the city for work and stuff like that, and school and all of that. It's not too many routes that you could take. You know what I'm saying? It's like one way a lot of times. And they took a long time to fix that. There was something else that happened. Oh, there was like it wasn't even a lot of snow. Like a little bit of snow hit the ground and stuck on the ground a couple years ago, and people was kids spending the night at schools, on buses.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was a mess for like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they don't have no type of emergency preparedness. You know what I mean? They don't got the personnel to, get in and get stuff done fast. Like they got to outsource for a lot of things.
I thought it was also interesting on Twitter, this Twitter handle called the Debt Collective. In response to what's going on out there, they said, let's be clear, Atlanta, Georgia, a boil water adversary because local elected officials have chosen to prioritize the funding of violent police at the expense of local infrastructure, environmental safety, and democracy. Stop Cop City was the hashtag.
Exactly. Cop City. They put in millions of dollars behind building Cop City. And for those that don't know what Cop City is, they got all of this land that they're using to train cops for like urban warfare tactics and stuff like that. They turned this whole area into like a simulation of like an urban environment where they're training cops to, you know, practice urban warfare, basically. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they
Basically,
protest, whenever every type of protest and uprising and stuff like this, you know, they getting ready. They getting ready for the next turn up, the next George Floyd type of situation. They getting ready to be able to subdue people in large numbers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, meanwhile, you got stuff like this happening, and there's no money.
right. And speaking of Atlanta, I have to bring it up again because I just seen this. I want to say yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, but there has around Lake Lanier.
Oh shit!
Yeah, yeah. 74-year-old man drowns in Lake Lanier after his seatbelt became unbolted. Now, my whole thing is, you're not in the water in your seatbelt, so did the car? I don't know. It just says,
Was it the seatbelt or was it the seat? I think it was the seat itself.
it says
Like the
after
seat
his
on the
seat
boat.
his seat becomes unbolted. But I'm like,
Yeah.
but you were in the boat, so how you drown?
Listen, them spirits don't play over there.
I could be clearly.
Them spirits don't play over there.
Mm-mm.
Weirder things have happened at Lake Lanier. Stranger things have happened at Lake Lanier. That's not even amongst the strangest of the things.
I was like, dang, again? Like, it's like weekly out there.
Real.
Now, can I ask, over there at Lake Lanier, do you have to go over a bridge to get to Lake Lanier, or can you get it without going over some type of bridge?
Say what?
Can you get to Lake Lanier without having to like cross over a bridge of any kind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
don't
had
have
to go over to access it, or go from one side to enter the other side. Okay.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. It's only like 20 minutes from here, over there by like Gainesville and all of that. No, you don't gotta go over no bridge at all. Drive right
Now,
into
the times that you've been to Lake Lanier, when you got in there, did you ever feel like any spirits pulling you? Did you ever feel anything, or it's just a normal day, a normal hot day?
No, I don't know. I just thought I was out of shape. I thought I was out of shape when I went over there, because when I first came down here, I didn't know the stories about Lake Lanier and all of that. And we did go there. I think it was one of my son's birthday or something, because they got like a water park and stuff. So we did go out there, and they had like those bouncy things in the lake that you could swim to. And you gotta like run across them or whatever. And so trying to swim to them bouncy things was a struggle for a nigga.
What?
And I just thought I was out of shape, but I don't know. It could have been.
Ancestor said, "Go home, go home."
By the time I got to them bouncy things, I ain't want to bounce nothing. I just got over there. I was just like,
I'm chilling.
Right. But once I heard about that, I was like, oh hell no. We don't play those games. Nah.
It's funny because when Kwame Brown kind of went viral, after the Charlemagne the God thing, I was following like a lot of his content for a while, and one day he and his kids were at Lake Lanier. He rented a boat, they're just flipping off the boat and having a good time. And later on that week, he ends up doing a post like, yo, I was at Lake Lanier with my kids and stuff, and I just found out what that lake was about. I won't be taking my black ass back there no more, because he hadn't even known about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just don't know.
Right. And so look, I don't want to talk about this, but I want to show y'all something real quick. Y'all got to make sure y'all paying attention to the screen. If you're tuning in with us now, make sure y'all paying attention to the screen, because I ain't going to say too much about this because YouTube still be on some nonsense, but I want to show y'all something. So just look at your screen right now. If y'all listening to us, you got your headphones on or something, just take a look at your screen. Hold on. Thing is going slow, of course. Can y'all read that?
I can.
Let me make us a little bit smaller if I could do that. Never mind. I can't do it. But can y'all read that? Again, I ain't gonna say too much about it, but we've talked about this on our show. We've had R.I.P. Dr. Rowland on our show breaking down the science.
Right.
You know, and that video actually got we got flagged for that video. That video got removed off of YouTube. To that brother, he gave us some good warnings and some good jewels about what was happening and what was going on. And so now we see, you know, where we at 4 years down the road. And hold on real quick. It's another part that I want to show y'all. And then we'll move on. So hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right. Here it goes right here. Let me pause that. All right. Check this out. And it might be slowing down a little bit with me sharing the screen, but y'all bear with me.
This preacher right here, watch this.
You can give the whole world a shot, but you still got people starving and nothing. Yeah, see, ain't nobody saying nothing. Oh, you got to take this shot. You better take it. It's to save your life, and it's free. We giving it free because it's to save everybody's life. If it's to save life, why ain't chemotherapy free? Why ain't insulin free? If it's to save everybody's life.
Hello.
You know, just asking common sense questions.
Right.
It's a little bit of common sense.
Just asking questions.
You know, but a little bit of common sense. But here we are, family.
Here we are.
And so,
I don't know.
Go
ahead.
Oh,
I was going to say, I don't know if we touched on this last week, but I thought it was crazy. So last week, this Nigerian scammer, he's taking credit for being a scammer, takes credit for a bizarre Graceland auction scare. So the Graceland was literally within like some hours before the family was able to get that get the sale or the auction of that property halted. And this person was doing this from some cafe in Nigeria. And he says or claims that he's done this several times and it worked. And he tried to do it with Graceland. And I guess the children of Elvis Presley's daughter was able to figure it out. Somehow they got word. They run to the courthouse and got that auction postponed. I said, these tether jokes write themselves. Yeah, but the tether jokes actually. So he's a self-described scammer based in Nigeria, has taken credit for a bizarre failed attempt to auction off Elvis's iconic Graceland property. Earlier this month, a mysterious company with little paper trail, Nasani Investments and Private Lending, contacted Promenade Trust, which controls the Memphis estate, claiming it owed millions for failing to repay a loan. The company then attempted to auction off the property in a foreclosure sale. And this was like, they were like within hours of the foreclosure auction.
Get ready to close. Wow.
Yeah, so he's still in Nigeria doing all this.
Yeah.
I said these tether jokes write themselves sometimes because, you know, they don't like to own up to the fact that they do some scamming out here.
Oh, now they on that.
We're hard workers, nigga.
They on that. They got that scam game on lock.
On lock.
That scam thing on locked down. And they brave, man. Cause shit,
man,
I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
Yeah, I ain't doing them. I feel like it takes a lot to think about doing all this stuff. This type of mind to perform all these scams. Why don't you just start a business? Like, you know, you are a Fortune 500 entrepreneur. Honestly, if you use your head right.
Right. Yeah. Redirect that energy because you got something.
Man.
You got some, you know, some ingenuity with you. Because some of these scams, But
Elaborate.
I tell you.
They're very elaborate scams.
Oh man, yo, you put this thing in here with this FAMU basketball player who got arrested
Yeah,
for
looking
allegedly attempting to be a 14-year-old boy.
crazy.
Let me damn, every time I try to share this. Was it good last time? Y'all didn't say nothing, so it must have been good when I shared it.
It was fine. Yeah, it was fine.
Now I got PTSD. I got PTSD every time I try to share the screen now. Yeah, the dude has a whole page. He's exposing predators. But I found something real interesting because I was going through the page. But let's play this one real quick. So this guy, FAMU basketball player, he got caught out there. Is it on the screen? Okay, yeah, y'all can see it.
It is.
Check this out.
It's not going to end well with you. I will defend myself. What do you mean? What happened?
What?
I want to talk to you, bro. Do you understand that? Why are you here right now?
I was shopping.
Shopping? What are you shopping for?
I was getting some medicine.
Look, legend, I know who you are, bro, okay? You understand that I will defend you. I don't give a how tall you are, homeboy.
Okay.
How tall are you, bro? You're pretty tall.
6'8".
You're really 6'8"?
Yeah.
What are you here for?
I was going to go shopping.
Bro, cut the bullshit, homeboy.
What?
I have the conversation in my pocket. You were just on the phone with me when I was walking up to you in the store.
Hold on.
15? Want to try again?
14, 13.
14, 13, 15, 14, 13. What one was it, homeboy?
14.
14. You've already pissed me off.
He's 14.
What things should you talk about with this boy?
He asked me, like...
No. That's not what I said. What type of things did you talk about with the boy? Don't put blame on the 14-year-old boy. If you run, it's not going to end well.
So, obviously, we're not gonna be on here defending no pedos or nothing like that. But the white boy that films these videos, he just rubbed me the wrong way. And so I started to look at the page. Am I good? Because you look frozen. Oh,
yeah,
no,
you're
just
fine.
sitting there.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he had just rubbed me the wrong way. Just the way he was talking, homeboy and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this dude sound like a white supremacist to me.
He even slaps some.
You know,
he slaps. He ain't never slapped no slapping like those white predators or Asian predators and stuff like that. He'd be like walking up to them and slapping them and stuff like that. You know, before he walks out to get the police there, he does all kind of stuff.
Does he do it to the white boys though?
That's what I'm talking about. I've never seen him smack a black person. I've seen him smack white people and Asians, but I've never seen him smack, a black person. He talks his shit, but he hasn't put his hands on anyone that's black that I've seen.
Well, oh, okay. I didn't see that because I started going through the page, and at first when I was going through the page, I was clicking every time I seen a black face, I would click on it because that's what I'm really concerned about. You know what I'm saying? I was on some of these other communities, that shit is normalized. So, that was the usual suspects. But all the black faces I seen, I was clicking on, and I kept seeing that same type of energy. He was being very aggressive, and it seemed to me like almost like he was trying to provoke them to do something so he could potentially get them killed or something.
No,
getting them locked up. Seemed like he was trying to get them.
He wants to hit them.
Situation.
No, if he wants to hit him, he also has this other guy that's with him, and sometimes he'll tell that guy like, "Get him." You know what I'm saying? But I've never seen them, jump back like that. Shit. Like I said, I don't know if it's to provoke, and all the other groups too. They're like, obviously you're caught, so they're scared. They're not trying to really provoke or talk shit. They're really trying to get away. So he has the camera in his face, and they're trying to, get away, and he'll tell whoever it is, like, get him. And then they'll just like slam them down and hit them and all kind of stuff. I've seen that.
Okay, because I'm gonna go on the page. I'm gonna show you what I seen. I'm just gonna click on random videos because every time I clicked on a video where it was a white dude, he wasn't even talking no shit. He wasn't even saying none of that shit. Wait, is this the page? It's not the page.
No, this isn't the page. This is just where that one was, but the actual person. Let me see, because I have sent it to my son before. We be like, look at this shit. I know his actual page. Hold on.
He was catching the white dudes out there. He was just letting the police do their job. He wasn't being antagonistic and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay, what's up with this? That's not the page though.
I'm looking for it. Page. Because it was this Asian dude that was sitting inside the mall.
Oh, let me see. I think this is it. Is it Josh Pickles? Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, this is the page right here. Let me show y'all. Let me know if I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me show y'all. So I'm just gonna click on random pictures and just see.
Yeah, that's him.
The white dude getting arrested here. I don't hear him being all antagonistic. He's doing all this other extra stuff. He just filming and letting the police do their job.
Hey, were you coming here to hang out with the 14-year-old boy right now?
I was coming to meet him, yeah.
The 14.
I was coming to meet him.
Just to meet him?
Yeah.
What'd you guys talk about?
He was on the site.
Grindr?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just coming to chat with him. I was
trying to chat.
Let him know that he can get people in trouble with that.
Oh, like you, people like you in trouble?
Well, anybody.
So you see the energy there.
Mm-hmm.
Now click on this black face right here. Let me see how this goes.
Bro, right here. He's right here. He's right here, man.
This guy?
Yes. He's on the phone with my decoy right now.
What?
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, he ain't saying too much on this video either.
It's the same guy.
That's not me.
Cause he be like in Walmart, he be like, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is here to pick up a 15-year-old boy." You know, he usually starts it off with that. I don't know if it's the same
so you
guy.
familiar with him?
Yeah. And I've seen him smack. I've literally seen him smack people.
Does he go on camera?
Yeah.
Does he show himself on camera?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he does? Okay. Are you sure? Because all the ones I've seen, he didn't show himself at all. Is it the same page?
I've seen him, I'm telling you. But he usually starts it like when he's entering a store per se. I'm thinking this may be a different guy. But he'll say, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is here trying to pick up a 13-year-old boy." You know, he went to a mall with an Asian guy. And he's like, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, this guy's here to pick up on a 15." You know, he'll start it with that. And then he'll, follow him with the camera. Like, "You better not try to run off. I'm going to smack you. I'm going to smack you right here. If you try to take off running, I'm going to smack you."
It might be the same dude. But like I said, I could be tripping. But when I was going through the page earlier, I only saw him doing that with the black predators. And not to defend no predators at all, but I'm just saying, like, it seemed to me like he was trying to get the black ones killed.
Oh, perhaps. And honestly, I've never seen it where the police have arrived yet. The videos are like usually short. They're super short.
Why he faint, right, Carlton? Why he faint like that? He was like, "I'm done. I'm done." Yeah.
So what about this fainting? Speaking of fainting, what about this fight that was this yesterday, y'all? What's our guy? His name?
Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, him. He lost another fight this week, right? Yeah. Was it Wilder?
Yeah, Deontay Wilder.
Did you see that fight?
Yeah.
Was it bad?
Shout out to Deontay Wilder. I think he's done now. I thought he was supposed to have a fight coming up
Right.
in August with this young up and coming black dude. They call him Big Baby. I forgot his name. I thought he was supposed to be fighting him, but I don't know. I don't know if Wilder announced his retirement after he lost yesterday. But yeah, I just saw the highlights. I didn't see the whole fight. I think so. Like I don't want to shit on Deontay Wilder. I don't. I like Deontay Wilder. I like his story, and you know what I'm saying. He seemed like a good brother, but I'm not a fan as a boxer. You know what I'm saying. I'm not a fan like that. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't want to shit on Deontay Wilder. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. I hope he retires. He had a good career. He was a heavyweight champ. He defended his belt for a long time. And I think it's over now. I think we've seen enough.
Do you think that he's just not, it's the working out? Maybe it's his his trainers. Is it, or is it just hang up and chill?
He started boxing late. It's boxers, usually professional boxers, you grew up boxing your whole life. You grew up training from a kid, usually. Deontay Wilder, he got into boxing as a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Just looking for a way to be able to feed his family and take care of his daughter. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I said I like him. I like his story. And, for him to be able to enter into boxing at such a late stage and become the heavyweight champion and defend that title for a long time and got some of the most devastating knockouts that we've seen in a long time, in heavyweight boxing. So, I want to give him his credit for that, you know what I'm saying? Because that is commendable. But, it does show now you can see he's really not that good of a boxer, just from a technical standpoint. Boxing is an art. It takes a lot of skill. You know what I'm saying? It's not just fighting. It's not just getting in there and brawling and throwing punches. And he hit hard enough for that to carry him for a long time. But, I think it's been exposed now. And he's getting older. He's like late 30s, I think 37 or something like that now. And so he did his thing. He made his money. He's able to take care of his daughter now. Parlay the fame and the name that you made for yourself into something else. You know what I'm saying? Be smart, position into something else where you could still make some good paper for yourself based on who you are, based on the legacy that you did build for yourself. There's other ways you could make money instead of just keep going in there, embarrassing yourself like this.
Do you think that the hunger is not the same hunger is not there that it was before when he was trying to make it, like you said, to feed his family and things like that? Maybe it's the hunger is not as intense as it was before.
Yeah, or some of the confidence got chipped away, you know what I'm saying? Losing big the way he lost big, and you know what I'm saying? Not being able to just go in there and dominate people like he was used to doing. That could have chipped away at his confidence a bit, where he don't come into the ring with that same, winning, I got this mentality, So yeah, it could be some of that. It could be, and he's older. He's older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Boxing, you don't really have a long career in boxing like that. You gotta get in, get out.
So you see that Jake Paul and Tyson fight has been postponed.
Yes, I saw that too. They said Tyson,
and I'm assuming
Tyson has some ulcer problems.
Right. He old too, though.
Yeah, OG, come on, Tyson, you OG, man. Like I kind of don't want to see it. Like I have to see it, but I kind of don't want to see it. I was hoping it was canceled because I'm like, come on, man, this nigga fuck around and knock Mike Tyson out. That's not gonna be a good look.
Hell no.
That's not gonna be a good look.
That's not gonna be a good.
That's gonna be a setback for the black.
That's gonna be a setback for the culture.
It's gonna be a setback for the black community. Not that I think that would happen, but Mike Tyson is damn near 60 years old, man. I mean, come on, man.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Like, come on, man. You gotta chill out. But I think it's kind of just an entertainment thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't going in there. Mike Tyson not going in there really trying to hurt him like that. But I do believe that Jake Paul will try to get one off if he could get one off. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he just here for just, okay, we just gonna get this money. We're gonna entertain the people I think, you know, he want to try to sneak one off on the old man.
Right, I do too. He's gonna.
Tyson need to stop smoking. Tyson need to sit down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Mike Tyson, you don't gotta do this. Mike could chill. Mike could chill out, man. And I think like the way that we hold Tyson's legacy up high, I don't think Tyson really cares that much about his legacy like that, to be honest. Shout out to my brother Ish. They go Ish right there as we talking about boxing and all of that. Yeah, we just talked about your boy Deontay Wilder, and I did not shit on Deontay Wilder. I did not shit on Deontay Wilder.
He's gonna wait. Was he gonna accuse you, Ishmael?
I stayed on code. I stayed on code. Word up. Shout out to my boy Ish though, man. But yeah, man, Mike, I don't think he really cares about the legacy the way that we care about the legacy. I think Mike,
right?
I wouldn't put it past Mike to take a dive for a certain amount of money. I wouldn't put it past.
Oh no, we ain't doing that much. I hope he split that boy's Jake's wig. Split it, Mike.
And that's why it's gonna make so much money, because so many people want to see that.
Yeah.
So many people want to see that, and then there's so many people in white supremacist society that want to see the opposite. And so that's why,
of course,
it's so much money to be made off of that fight. You know what I mean? But Mike need to get his health together. You know what I'm saying? You're an old man. Chill out, man.
All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money.
Word up. What else? What else? Oh, so we got to talk about Donald Trump now, right?
Donald Trump.
Almost
is
forgot.
He going to the White House?
That's the main topic.
Or is he going to the big house? Do we even give a damn? Do we even give a damn?
I should have put that in the title. I should have put that. Do we even give a damn? That's the better question right there. So the question is to the family. The question is to the chat. From the topic of today, what do y'all think? Now that I was about to say Mike Tyson. Now that Donald Trump has been convicted on 34 felony charges in New York, do y'all think he's going back to the White House, or do y'all think he's going to the big house? And do we even give a damn?
Do we even give a damn, y'all? Because I'm just like, you know, what I don't like, I'll say, seeing in the media is because he has been convicted of these 34, felonies, they trying to make it like, well, now the Black community can relate to him more because now he's a felony like them. That's kind of how I feel, they're painting the narrative, and I don't like that. We're not all criminals. Yeah, I don't like that part.
Yeah, I hate that. Exactly. Yeah, I hate that narrative right there, because that just criminalizes us as a group.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Black people can relate to him because he got a mugshot. Black people can relate to him because most Black people don't got a mugshot.
Period.
Convicted felon.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But they find a way to
fact that we've been.
Exactly. In spite of, but they always try they always want us to relate to anything degenerate or negative, just like with hip hop. When hip hop was considered negative, right? Foundation of Black Americans were standing alone, in the culture. Now that it is a cultural phenomenon, now, the global, genre, of all time, all of a sudden now we 50-50. 50-50. So it's this, so I guess crime is 50-50, or is it all ours?
Yeah. So
awesome.
do you think I know we probably didn't follow it that close, though, that specific trial or whatever, but do you think the conviction was legitimate, or do you think there was some foul play that they just trying to undermine his campaign and all that?
I definitely think that they were his campaign. One, he had an affair, right? Just like Bill Clinton, Mr. I did not have relations with that woman. had an affair, right? And whoever he slept with is none of my business. Now, him, of course, giving her hush money, I guess, to not go public with the affair or whatever. I don't feel like that's bribery in a way. Well, I guess it could, because people do that all the time. Like, look, if you don't tell my wife, you know what I'm saying, listen, I'm gonna make sure I take care of our side baby. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna want for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go tell my wife. I don't understand, like, I don't see the big difference in that, in a way. Like,
Is that
our
illegal?
business.
Is that against the law, by the way?
Right.
Is that illegal?
I don't think it's against the law, but that's kind of how I looked at it. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
you,
That's
and I
basically what he
understand that
did.
that's basically what he did. The only difference is he's the president, or was, the president. That was it.
Let me stop sharing this, man, because this shit is getting on my nerves. But yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't put it past that he did probably break some laws. I'm pretty sure he did break some laws, and he's corrupt, just like the rest of them.
Rest of them.
You know, he ain't no different than the rest of them. Is Hunter Biden in jail, by the way?
All these crap pies we done seen.
Gun charges and all type of stuff. Is Hunter Biden in jail, y'all? I don't think Hunter Biden is in nobody's jail, no house arrest, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all of them guilty of something. So, I think this is just all bread and circus. You know what I'm saying? It's just a
Political
big media.
theater.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. It's political theater at its best. That's all we see here. And I think, if they're not able to get him convicted on these charges out here in Georgia, he's going back to the White House.
Period.
I think he's going to get reelected unless they able to finish him off with the rest of these charges that he got pending down here in Georgia. If they get him with that, then I think he finished. You know what I'm saying? But are they going to go that far? You think they're going to go that far and sacrifice Donald Trump like that in front of the world?
I think that, well, I hear that his attorneys are trying to get the next trial, if I'm not mistaken, or the sentencing pushed further down because of the election. And so they're saying that they're trying to prevent him, from running and stuff like that. So they're trying to get that, prolonged, if you will.
Right.
Anyway, so we'll see
Right.
what happens. Again, I still think that it's political theater because, the Biden administration know that they are washed. They know not just Black people, but a lot of people are not messing with them. Gas went up, groceries went up. You know what I'm saying? These employers, a lot of businesses closed down. All this money going to Ukraine, to Israel, to everything but Americans. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are just, fed up with Biden and his shenanigans. Trump has anything to do with the American people being fed up with your ass and the fact that you have not been able to take us, get us out of where we are right now. Food, everything going up. People are really, really struggling under this administration versus under Trump's administration. Those 4 years, people started to see economic growth with their businesses, etc.
Right. And speaking of money going everywhere except Americans, migrants' monthly payments are higher than New Yorkers' SNAP payments.
Yeah.
Migrants' monthly payments in NYC is higher than veterans' compensation.
Yep.
Let me read that one again. Migrants' monthly payment in NYC is higher than veterans' compensation. New York
it's crazy.
$1,400 payment to migrants gets a boost. So it's more than $1,400 now. And that was published May 17th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
New York
and I don't
City,
think that's just New York. I think that's across the board.
Yeah, everybody got some type of program, but just, talking about what
I'm talking about with them getting more. I think with them getting more, because here in California, I know someone who had to go down there. They were trying to get food stamps, and there was a sign they had in there that says, if you're a migrant or Ukrainian or whatever, come to window such and such, you may be eligible for $2,400 a month.
Right. And you know what? I was filling out an application for the YMCA. That's the reason why I'm looking like how I'm looking right now. So we came from the Y earlier. I was filling out the thing for the YMCA, and when it asks about the racial categories, it didn't even say black. It didn't even have black or white as a choice. It had
what?
It had a list of like all these different choices, but for us, the only thing that you could pick was non-Hispanic. It just said non-Hispanic. So meaning,
Wow.
if you are Hispanic, there's programs and benefits for you to be able to access the Y. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you are Hispanic and you are a foreign national or whatever, then they have programs for you. They have benefits for you. You don't got
There's some freebies.
You get waivers and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
the only choice that was on there was non-Hispanic. I was like, should I just click Hispanic and see what I'm eligible for?
At this point, what they gonna say? You not? Like, how can you do it? I'm just saying.
Right.
That shit is
But
wild.
yeah, man, it's with the migrants now, it's like damn near just like the LGBT community. It's all types of set asides specifically for y'all.
Right. And let your black ass go in there.
And for these reasons, a lot of people are feeling Trump. It's a lot of people warming up to Trump that normally vote blue over the years and shit. I'm not saying I don't support Trump. Personally, I don't support Trump. You know, he's not offering us for me to support him. But a lot of people are warming up to Trump just for these reasons that we're talking about right here. Like people ain't feeling this.
Not at
And
all.
they see that it's coming from the Democrats. The Democrats are the ones that are creating these policies and pushing these programs that are lifting these migrants and everybody over top of us.
Right.
And they like, well, damn. Like 50 said in that one poster he put up before they yanked his chain about it. You know, he was like, maybe we should start looking at Trump. A lot of people feel that.
He was already feeling that way, and he gonna vote for him anyway.
And that's why I say, if they're not able to get him on these charges down here in Georgia, Donald Trump is going back to the White House
as a felon. And now, speaking of that, Bishop Talbert Swan posted a couple days ago. He said, if Donald Trump, a man convicted of 34 felonies, can be president of the United States, the question, have you ever been convicted of a felony, needs to be removed from every job application in America.
Not just every job application, the housing applications.
Yeah, applications, loan applications.
License things and all of that shit. They need to just do away with that question. If you could have 34 felonies and still be the president of the United States, then that should be the standard across the board.
That should be standard. Correct.
That should be the standard across the board. You a felon, it shouldn't matter no more. It shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to getting a job, when it comes to getting an apartment, when it comes to getting cosmetologist license or something. You know what I'm saying?
Anything.
Why you need to know if I'm a felon? What difference do it make?
Right.
Everybody got a pass.
Right.
What about what happened?
Let's not forget. And do y'all know within less than 24 hours after he was convicted, literally within hours of him being convicted, he raised over $34.8 million for his campaign?
How much?
$34.8 million.
Man. See what I'm saying?
Within 6 hours. That was within 6 hours.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And I think that's really what a lot of this is about, is trying to hit him in the pockets, trying to drain him of his resources. So, because, you know, he wasn't really dependent on none of these PACs and all of that for his campaign, all that. He's putting up his own bread with the first time he ran. You know what I'm saying? And so I think they're trying to hurt his pockets, you know what I'm saying, hit up his war chest to put him at a disadvantage, you know, when it comes to this election here. But obviously they making him more marketable. They
In
making him.
news, I just sent it in the materials, by the way.
I can't share nothing.
You can't. Well, breaking news. I'll just read it, and you guys can head on over on Instagram to our brother Rizat Islam's page. But Dr. Anthony
Be careful.
Fakey, I know.
Edit that when you're reading it.
Dr. Anthony Fakey confesses he made up some of the rules that included the social distancing and masking. He just admitted it.
Wow. Wow. And that's wow. This is
Just
breaking
admitted
news
it.
right now.
This is breaking
June
news.
2nd.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just like we were telling y'all earlier, we can't say too much still on these platforms, even though these people are admitting what we've been saying all along.
Right.
Every single day they coming out. You know, you guys were right. You guys were right. You know.
Yep.
Man, you know how much people lost jobs, lost opportunities. Many people who transitioned where their family couldn't attend the funerals. All of this stuff with the kids, missing out on some of their school experience.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
2 years.
Like, right? Like my son just graduated. My daughter about to graduate. Their freshman year was when all of this was going on. Their whole freshman year, they was at home on a computer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's all based on these lies that these people was telling.
Exactly. And employers forcing people to, do something they didn't want to do in order to keep their jobs. They're in New York, within the medical industry too. It was really, really bad there. So,
Right.
it sounds like a lot of people are going to be getting some, restitution. They're going to have to.
Right. The Kyrie Irvings of the world had to sit out in there the whole season because he didn't want to get it. You know what I'm saying? And he lost pay based on that.
Ooh,
you know what I'm
so
saying?
he gonna owe him too. Ooh, ooh, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You have people who were trying to find ways to get around it that didn't want to, get the juice and all that. And they were finding ways to get the cards, to kind of show credentials that they did what they were supposed to do so that they can get certain jobs, or that so they can get access to certain things or whatever. And certain people got caught doing that and were fired. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do these workarounds. You were getting caught doing that. You were getting fired. You were losing certain opportunities and all of that. Some of that stuff you can't get back. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible, man. It's horrible. But we getting ready to get up out of here. What you looking up over there? What you doing?
I'm just people are still responding to my Bayou Barbie versus Ken, and all of the white supremacists are, team Ken. They're calling her the Bayou trash. Bondo versus Natural. Bondo meaning Angel. Reese is Bondo. Someone else said the sloth versus Caitlin. Another white supremacist says Angel looks like the vessel from the Ice Age. So yeah, they are upset with me.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Kyrie Irving in the finals, starting next week. Yes, indeed. They about to win that thing. It's gonna be very, very, very sweet for the brother when that goes down. But Carlton, are you a Trump supporter? Carlton Wade, do you support Donald Trump? Just asking. I don't judge. Just curious. Are you a Trump supporter, Carlton Wade? One. We need to file a lawsuit against. Okay. When you say we, who is we? You just saying the American people, period? Or are you saying, certain people, whatever?
He must be on the other page.
I didn't take it. You know what I mean? And I'm fortunately I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not like most people, so I didn't have those issues where, I couldn't go to work or I had to lie, do all those workarounds and all of that. Fortunately, I didn't have
Thank
to go through
God.
that. You know what I'm saying? I was able to just stand on business as a free man. Okay, you ain't saying nothing, but you sound like you might be. Oh no, you only support him because he plans to get rid of migrants.
I mean, that would be the only reason why I
You
support
saying
him. I mean, honestly, that's the only thing he has on the table, so far that I believe that foundational Black Americans can benefit from specifically, but we need more than
a
that
couple other
too. We
things?
need some specific tangibles.
There's a couple other things. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's talking about doing mass deportations.
Yeah.
That's cool. He's talking about banning all this LGBT stuff in schools. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Probably first.
I rock with that. There's a couple of things that we might be able to benefit from. Subsequently.
Yeah, but what about that project
indirectly?
2005?
Yeah, that Project 25 thing.
Yeah, that Project
Yeah, they on
25
that
thing is very, with everything else, it's like they gonna be coming heavy for us, with that one too. So it's like it's a
right.
lot that Black
It's a
America needs to
double-edged sword. It's a
consider.
double-edged sword. I still
Definitely.
can't support them and get behind them. But that Project
Yeah.
25 thing, they moving forward with that regardless. I don't think that plan is really contingent on Trump getting reelected. I think Trump getting reelected will fast track it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the icing on the cake for them. But that's something that they've been plotting and planning on for a long time. They already have people in place in certain positions. They going forward with that regardless.
And honestly, police already have immunity to me,
Right.
because who's really been convicted? The only conviction that we really gotten, was David, what's his name? Chauvin for George Floyd. And look what happened. Look what had to happen in order for that conviction to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Say, that $2 billion worth of, damage, okay. Now we got to lock your ass up because you're costing us too much money. They have that $2 billion cap, so that's pretty much the only one. The one that was responsible for the killing of our brother out in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he released probably like after 2 years or something like that, after shooting that brother in the back? So they're already immune, or get immunity from for genocide in us. So.
Yeah, you're right. It was in Chicago. I forgot. I think I forgot the name of the brother. He got shot in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Exactly.
Somebody else that they try to get home too. I forgot what it was. It might be in there. I think we were supposed to talk about it last week. Or somebody else got their sentence reduced or something from one of those situations. I forgot who it was. Was it the Brock Turner situation? That white supremacist rapist or rapist? Or, I mean, was it Brock Turner, the one that dragged the girl behind the garbage can and did what he did? I think that was.
I don't remember.
I think he's getting out. Laquan McDonald, that was the one in Chicago. Yes, shout out to Brother Ish. Laquan McDonald.
Thank you.
That was the name of our brother out there in Chicago who was lynched by the race soldier. And yeah, that race soldier got his thing turned around. I think it was Brock Turner that we were supposed to talk about that got out or is getting out from Stanford University. Yeah, Brock Turner. That's him. That's him. But we've been on here for a minute though, man. We had a good conversation on today.
We did.
Close this one out. Appreciate everybody rocking with us. Make sure that again that y'all hitting the like button. Make sure that you guys are sharing out the content on your social media platforms and everything like that. Again, when you hit the like button, that helps to boost the video into the YouTube algorithm, and it helps to make sure people who are subscribed to our channel get the notifications whenever we go live. And also, nicely, can you turn the music down? About to mute nicely. I had to mute nicely real quick. But when you so also when you click the share button, even if you don't put it on social media or send it to anybody, it still sends the same message to the YouTube algorithm. So if you just click the share button and copy the link, that will send the same message to the YouTube algorithm that people like the content, that people are interested in the content. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. If you guys are watching us on Twitter or checking us out from the Sincere Love the God channel, make sure you go to the Godcast Enterprise channel and subscribe to us over there. That is the main headquarters for Godcast Enterprises. And shout out to Carlton Wade, #1, for the $2 super chat. Definitely appreciate that, brother. Every little bit counts. Definitely appreciate that. If you guys like the content over here and you want to support us financially, you could definitely hit us up through the super chat. Also, they shut us down on Cash App, and I need to get that thing off the screen where it says Cash App, because they kicked us off of Cash App. But you guys can send us something to Zelle at Godcast Enterprises at Gmail is the Zelle. If you guys want to send a little something over there, we definitely appreciate that. But yeah, I got to change the heading because we don't have Cash App anymore. They kicked us off of Cash App. I don't know what y'all did. One of y'all was probably trying to scam us. One of y'all tethers tried to scam us through the Cash App, and they kicked us off. So use the Zelle or the super chat if you want to support the channel. And we're here on Wednesday, right? You said we got somebody on Wednesday for the Black Business Showcase.
It's not that. No, he's not scheduled for this Wednesday though. So no, there's no show this Wednesday unless otherwise. But no.
Okay.
He's not scheduled for this Wednesday, no.
Okay.
But he is booked.
All right. Well, y'all stay tuned for everything that we got coming. Again, go to godcastbooks.com or to Volume 1 of 7, The Super Hey Rule, 7's Big Move, and stay tuned for Volume 2, The Big Chop, coming real soon. You know what I mean? So yeah, big things popping. So shout out to the whole FBA family, all of our non-FBA riders in the building. Y'all keep banging on them, man. We're gonna keep doing our thing over here. As the signal boosters of the new Black media, this is what we do. And so again, we appreciate y'all tapping in with us today. But that does it for today's episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. Always remember, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. Peace and Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.